Hello, everyone. This is Calvin Russell, CEO and founder of 850 Club Credit. Hope everyone's doing well today. Today, we're going to talk to you guys about how often is your credit score updated. Let's go ahead and get started. It just really depends on how often the creditor actually reports your credit account to the credit bureaus. For example, most creditors do report to all three credit bureaus. There is no set time in which they're supposed to update. However, it's supposed to be within 30 days, and they typically keep that date the same for your account specifically. Let's say, for example, you have a credit card and your friend has a credit card and you guys have that credit card with the same company. It's two separate accounts, obviously, but they may report to your friend's account. They may report that account activity and account history to the credit bureaus, let's say on the 10th. But just because they do it for him on the 10th does not mean that they're going to do it for you on the 10th. Everyone's going to have their own account date. Now, the question is, how often does that update? Typically once a month. So it's normal to expect each account to update once a month. So if you have 5 accounts, how many updates per month are you going to have? 5 updates. If you have 7 accounts, there's going to be 7 updates. Now, let's say that you have 8 accounts. And out of those 8 accounts that are showing up on your credit report, only 6 of those accounts are open. Okay. That means only 6 will report to the credit bureaus. Okay. When you look at your credit report, typically it's going to show you the last time it was updated. Okay. And it's usually around that same time, at least for credit card companies. The update is going to be the same time per month, for your account. But when you have auto loans, mortgage loans, sometimes those dates can fluctuate, but they most definitely will update it to the credit bureaus, once a month. Now, let's say, for example, you just opened an account. Let's say if you just opened an account on July 1st. That account may not show up until potentially mid-August. It may even show up in September. Usually it's only like that. There's only a delay in showing your account history and things of that sort. Typically when you just open an account within the last 60 to sometimes 90 days, especially with mortgages. But new accounts is typically normal. The fastest we've ever seen a new account post is usually within 14 to 15 days. But on standard, I would say on average, you'll see about 30 to 60 days that they're going to update the credit bureaus. Okay. So again, however many accounts you have, that's how many times it's going to update. Once that account closes, obviously it's not going to keep updating that. Most of the things are electronic. So let's say, for example, an account can be closed, but the fact that it is closed, it may still report that to the credit bureaus, but they don't have to because of course that account has been closed. So it's not the end of the world if you guys see, oh, well, this account is closed. They're still reporting, especially if you have a closed account with the open balance, whether you're making payments or not. They should be updating that. Especially if it was a charged off account. Is closed, you're making payments on, as long as that balance is coming down, that you're starting to see if the account is positive and the account is closed, as long as you're making payments and those balances are starting to come down, that's positive. If not, it may be best that you give that company a call or potentially decide to dispute that. Okay. But that's essentially how often your scores are going to update. They're only supposed to update once a month. Now here's another thing as well too. It's not mandatory for companies to report to the credit bureaus. Okay. So just keep that in mind. For example, there are some auto loan companies that don't report to any bureaus. There are some who only report to 1 or maybe 2. These companies can decide which bureaus they want to report it to. The reason why they all reported to, most of them reported to all 3 credit bureaus is because they know at some point they're going to get your credit ran. And then obviously it's good to have that history showing, especially if they plan on doing business with you in the future. It helps because, if a person only looks at Experian and they only report to Experian, then that means that if you decide to do business with another company that looks at more than just Experian, then it will potentially hurt you. Okay. But so you always want to make sure that those things are actually showing up and, that they're in place. Okay. So, of course, if you guys like this video, like it. If you want to share it, share it. And as always, be sure to subscribe as we have nothing but great content on the way. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day.